Hey folks, today we got the hood up on the 94 Honda Accord because it needs a new thermostat. Make sure you're careful checking your temperature. If your engine seems to be running fine and you got radiator coolant and your car is still getting hot, it very well could be the thermostat because it's not letting through enough water. So, and if you drive it like that too long, you're going to empty all your coolant because it'll all boil out and then you got to replace it. So but we are going to show you how to get to this bad boy. It is right there. So there's going to be a different hose here. I'm going to try to get my video, but first thing we're going to do is take off the current air filter, which
that just slides on out of there.
If you looked in my video, you would know that really nothing to it. Save a little money. Take that off. Remember your
4 screws.
Hose right here.
Just pinches right off. Slide it on down. And that guy should just come right on out. This guy back here. Little screw here just holding it on to the intake.
Horsepower. You know, the daily driver could use the extra horsepower. Alright.
Realistically, this should just slide on out.
Thing.
Careful you don't yank anything out that shouldn't be coming yanked off.
That's it. You're going to need a thermostat, you're going to need a gasket, you're going to need some more coolant, and you're going to need a drain pan. And I'm going to show you where the drain plug is real quick. So, remove the air box. I'm going to remove those bolts right there, take it out, put in a new one. Yeah, it's got to go in there a certain way, and I'll show you that. Just make sure you follow that. And we're going to drain the coolant and put it back in. Alright guys, for the coolant drain, you're right here in the center of the car. Take you up under there. You'll see kind of coming straight down the center. See this gap right here. Get up in there. You're also going to see a little piece of plastic. It's just a little valve here. Just going to undo this right here. And it will start draining right there. This piece right here. Just got this from Family Dollar. Just back it out. You're gonna take your top. You can take your radiator cap off. Make sure your car is cool. Obviously, when you do this, you don't want to do this right after you find out you got a bad thermostat. There you go. Be careful. Dogs like this stuff. So, wow, that's so ugly. Voila, mine wiggles out pretty easy. That's going to give you access right up in here. Again, once you get that hose out, you're right here. We're gonna go ahead and unplug this. And we got a bolt right there. And we're gonna go, let's go ahead and get this hose off, get this disconnected so we can get up in there. Just walk that back a little bit to get it off of there. Walk this piece back, gotta get it off of there. So, just wiggle it a little. Pulling it off. There we go. Donezo. Alright. Get that out of the way. Now we're going to take this little 10mm bolt out. Save your bolts. Alright. Push that down. Socket is long enough. It is. It's right there. Go and get that one out. Now this bolt right here is kind of holding this bracket that holds all this stuff up. So you gotta make sure we put that back on once we're done. Go ahead and finish getting out that other bolt. And we're gonna pop this one out right here. Alright guys, so we got to move this bolt so that we can get this off of here. But we got our one screw out right there. But the other bolt is kind of back here that actually holds holds it on, so we got to get that one off of there. Fill it back up underneath here. Like I said, it's diametrically. Should kind of pop off of there. There we go. Just a little touch up. Just a little touch up. I don't like using big hammers and stuff like that, but that piece is going to come right off of there. Guess you could replace that temperature sensor while you're at it, but you ain't doing that. Alright, so there's your thermostat. There's that meanie that made my car run hot. And we got that gasket. So it goes in a certain way. You're just going to put it back in a certain way. Oh, you really got to pull that. Mine was stuck in there pretty good, probably because I let my car overheat. And I'm dripping radiator fluid all over the place. Here we go. Alright, the hard part's done. And we did get a new gasket. Definitely recommend getting a new gasket. Don't try to get out of there without a gasket. So let's put the new one in there. Hey guys, just want to show you this gasket. See how it's got the two little nubs and then it's got the little hole piece in it, and that's going to match up with what you got down there. So it's got a little center channel inside this gasket that you gotta put this into. So gotta kind of work that in there, work it around. I'm gonna go ahead and work mine in, and then we'll put it in. Alright guys, so we got it on there. Should look just like that. See the two little nubs? We're gonna fit it in there, but I'm gonna wipe that down, make sure we're working with some clean surfaces. You don't want any grit or anything in there. Remember, those, don't force it. It should, if you get those two little nubs in the right place, it's gonna kind of sit flush and you'll feel it. See how it just flushed up against the side right here? That's what you want. That's what you want. Now you got to be able to get the cap on. Just kind of push it a little bit. Hopefully it'll stay in place for you. All we're gonna do is put this right back on there. Get this hose out of the way. Alright. Line her up. Good to go. Make sure you got your bolts handy. And make sure you got your little 10mm handy. You don't want that thing to shift. You don't want to back off too much and let that thing come out of there and then you're pressing it together wrong. So once you get this on there, you don't want to, you want to try to get this bolt nice and secure so that it doesn't have a chance to back out of there and shift on you at all. There you go. Go ahead and get that other one in there. Alright guys, so we got our two bottom screws done. I'm gonna go ahead and slide my hose on a little bit, but I'm gonna put this screw back on and then we'll reattach. I'm gonna put this right there. We got our one screw for that, and then we'll bring this back up and attach this back to being in place. We're just about done. Alright, so we're gonna plug this back in. We're good there. And we need to make sure we get this hose all the way on there and get it clamped down. We're ready to rock and roll. Put our air filter back on. We're ready. Alright guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other videos for the 94 Honda Accord. Beautiful. And I'll get some more video of us starting it up and watching this water flow through. Guys, one thing you don't want to forget is to put your plug back in. Alright, we just cranked it up, ran it for a few seconds, made sure we're all full on the fluid. purring like a kit and not overheating. That's the good part. I will link the thermostat and the gasket in the description. Appreciate it if you click on that. Thanks. Make sure you run it for a couple seconds and check your fluid. Just make sure it's full. You may need to add some more. May need to, you know, once it pumps around or something, may need a little bit more. Other than that, you should be good to go.